629 Dayton Tip Hop R&B. It's the Party Man. I told you about our special guest from Love and Hip Hop New York. It's Cyn Santana in the building. And Cyn, you know, obviously we watched the show and everything.
Yeah, you guys watched the show.
We watched Love and Hip Hop. The last thing I saw, you were walking away.
Yeah.
From
my so-called relationship.
From your so-called relationship with ERICA MENA. Well,
yeah.
You know, we watched a whole bunch of reality shows, but we always want to know what's real and what's embellished.
not.
Tell us about you and ERICA. How real was that?
You want to know something? Before, I used to be a fan of the show myself. I used to be a fan of ERICA. Mm-hmm. When I was once watching the show, and I would think to myself, this has to be fake. Like, this cannot be real, you know?
But you knew ERICA before.
Well, at the time that the show first came out, no, I did not know ERICA. I've never heard of her, nothing. It was my first time seeing her on television, yeah.
You saw her on television first before you saw her anywhere else?
Yeah, I've never met her, nothing. So, I mean, it's crazy how things turn out, you know, being where we are now. But I wonder, like, is this real? This can't be real. It has, like, there's no way. Now, being on the show, there is no script at all. Nobody tells you what to say. Nobody tells you what to do. You know, the only thing that it's just location, you know, obviously 'cause for production reasons,
right,
you know, and of course the security, you know, some people get a little crazy, as you guys can see, but everything else is what happens.
That's just what happens.
Yeah.
Well, I think since what you just said, you first saw ERICA on TV. So how did you actually meet her?
I met her in LA, like, I'm gonna say like three years ago.
Okay.
I met her in LA shooting for a magazine.
Okay.
And she was hosting a party. So we ended up going to her party, and I saw her in person, and I was like, wow, she's as pretty in person as she is in television.
What was it? What was the number one thing that you liked when you first?
I didn't like anything. She's not my type. As a female, I don't like the girly girls at all, which is funny. I didn't like her right away. I mean, she's gorgeous, you know. She was attractive, but there was nothing that I liked. I started to like her once I got to know her. I then saw her a year later on her birthday, and we had our first conversation, and it was like real deep. You know, we had a few drinks, so it was real deep, and I started to like her then. Wow, we started crying and everything. That was a long night.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how it started. It really started off as a friendship.
It was real. It was a real thing.
I didn't like her from the very beginning. You know, she's a friend. I wasn't even attracted to her till like later on. She's a very passionate person, so that attracted me to her.
And is there another question I had was, you were saying that nothing is scripted.
No.
I saw you I was watching another interview you had, and you said that originally you did not want to be on the show. Why not?
You know, she asked me to do it. I told her no. I can't tell you how many times. Told producers no. I just wasn't into it. I was going to school at the time. I was just focused on something else. I was going to LaGuardia Community College. It's in Queens, New York. I was studying psychology. And I was doing a little bit of acting in school as well. So I was just focused on other things. You know, I didn't want to just drop my life, because now you're talking about reality television. That means being on TV and the world seeing you. There's not much privacy after that, you know.
And at this time, you were kind of living the quote life out of the public eye. You were at LaGuardia.
I was at LaGuardia. I was bartending.
Oh, you were bartending.
At Starlet's. It's a very popular club in New York. And just young 20-year-old girl, you know.
When did you finally decide, I'll do it. I'll be on the show. I will be on Love and Hip Hop.
It was kind of like, all right, so y'all can get off me. You know, like, I'll give y'all a little, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, but I don't want to do this.
And Cyn, let's talk about a few weeks ago on Love and Hip Hop New York. You were standing there with ERICA MENA, and it was very hard for you once you knew, I guess it was the end of the end. It was hard for you to talk to her. Take us through that.
It was just, I was hurt and confused. I didn't understand. Like, I don't even know where it went from breaking up to being engaged. You know, that was hard to take in.
In such a fast amount of time?
Yeah, it was so soon. I didn't understand it, and this is somebody that had claimed to care for me, claimed to love me, and now you're acting like we were nothing. You know, like I was just a pawn to you. I basically felt used. And that time, that day, like I knew that, you know, I didn't go back to get her back. I don't want to be with her. I left her. I didn't want to be with her, but I went back for closure. Mm-hmm. And I just knew that day that like we're done. This is it. And you're acting like you never cared for me. So I mean, I was hurt. You know, I'm human. I have feelings.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're live in here with Cyn Santana, Party Man, and Hot 102.9. And
yes,
Cyn, I want to go back to that whole acting and psychology. Mm-hmm. You know, you're your own person.
Yes,
you're your own person. You got your own things going on. Tell me, what is it that you really want to do as we go forward?
Well, I've gained like a relationship now with my fans. Like they're my babies and I love them. So if I ever go back to like reality TV or as far as entertaining people, it'll be for them. But one of my goals is to go back to school and get a degree, and acting is definitely a goal of mine.
So you want to go back to school, get the degree, get into acting.
Yeah.
Tell me about this. Is it a clothing line or a fashion line?
Yeah, it's a clothing line. It's all women's apparel.
All women's apparel.
It's called Nu, and it means nude in French. But we also have accessories. We have phone cases.
Oh, okay.
I should have brought you one.
Oh,
would you wear this phone case on your phone?
I don't
think it's too manly, right?
I mean, I would definitely look at it. I would definitely look at my phone much more than what it is over there. Yeah.
What phone you got?
I got this Galaxy right there.
Oh, we have those too.
You got them?
We have accessories. We have we also have the option of getting in black. People think it's just new, but I also have it in black. So we're starting off with that.
Nu,
and Nu, real simple. Just how I like it, simple.
How do people find it or get it or how?
It's www.newbycynsantana.com and then Nu by
Cyn Santana.
Yeah, and on Instagram too, Nu by Cyn Santana. I'm always tagging it, so if you go to my page, you'll find it. Yeah, we're moving forward, man.
It's like
we're moving forward. Everything's a learning experience for me, you know. And I'm in a very, very good place. The show was a learning
experience, but now you're
especially sitting down every Monday and actually watching yourself, you learn a lot. You really do.
Okay. Well, I gotta ask the question. What's the main thing you learned about yourself watching yourself?
Not everybody has a heart like you. Not everybody is as giving, and not everybody thinks the way you think. I tell my best friend all the time, we get frustrated with people, and we have to remind ourselves, not everybody thinks the way we think. So just take a breather, you know. I'm pretty sure some other people would have reacted differently to you know, the way she had treated me and how everything went down. I think
you said sometimes you're nice. You felt like you're like, just in general, is your niceness taken for a weakness?
No. I mean, I do feel like people take that for a weakness, but I will never change. I'm not going to change because of the way you are, you know.
Mm-hmm. Two things that we don't know about Cyn Santana.
Cyn is goofy as hell. Like the show doesn't really show that, only because they're so into the relationship and stuff, but I'm goofy as hell. I am such a clown. I love to joke around. And
one more thing, Cyn is you would never guess that Cyn is
a secret chef. Like I like
secret chef.
Yeah, I like to get in the kitchen and act like I have my own cooking show and like cook things and talk to nobody. It's just me in the kitchen, but I just talk like, welcome back to the Cyn in the Kitchen show. So like I do that. Nobody knows that. Well, I tweeted it the other day, but people probably wouldn't imagine me being in the kitchen talking to myself and cooking.
There it is, Cyn Santana in the building. Thank you for coming to Dayton, Ohio.
Thank you for having me. Yes, turn up time.